Hello, ciao. Finally, we have the host city, Allora. After all of that desperation, all that waiting, everyone getting so impatient, the Eurovision social media pages playing along with us and keeping us waiting, almost a month after the Twitter page posted a picture of a pizza with the word soon, nearly a whole month after that, we do finally have the host city, and it is Torino, which is pretty much what we all expected. It was, well, most of us expected, it was the most likely city, let's be honest. We all knew it was going to be Turin in the end, and now finally we know. I'm filming on Saturday. We found out yesterday. Um, and yeah, we finally know we can put the whole thing to rest. But yeah, like I said, it was very likely to be Turin. Um, they were planning on hosting it if they were going to win in 2017. They hosted the Winter Olympics in 2006. So they are ready to host. It's going to be in the Pala Alpi Tour or the Pala Olimpico as well. Massive arena, huge arena, looks perfect to host Eurovision. It's had Shakira, Rihanna, Green Day, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Ed Sheeran, all these big names performing there. Looks really does look like a really big arena, so yeah, it looks perfect. I've got my Måneskin hoodie on because they are the reason why we're in Italy. I can't wait to see their Interpolac performance. Um, I mean, I talk all the time about how much I love Måneskin and City Buoni, so I should probably have a break from talking about that for now. But yeah, they are the reason why we're here, all thanks to them. And I did say that I would make a reaction video to the host city. So yeah, we've talked about the arena itself. Let's talk a bit about Turin in general. Lots of history. They posted that video when they were competing to bid to host. I don't think Bologna or Milan had any promotional video at all. It was only Turin that had theirs. They talked about all the innovations, the history of the city, and Turin was actually the first capital city of Italy, and this reminds me of my A level history because I actually learned all about the unification of Italy in my history A level, and this is really reminding me of that. It was complicated, but it's all coming back to me now. So Turin is sometimes compared to Paris and Vienna, and I can really see that when you look at pictures, um, with the buildings. It really does look like that kind of elegant city. It's in the north of Italy, really tucked in to the northwest, quite close to the border of France and Switzerland. And actually, there was um, a meme going around on Twitter the other day. If you've got Twitter, you probably saw it. Because Turin is in like a triangle with France and Switzerland, and the top three this year was Italy, France, and Switzerland. So we've got this triangle of the top three of 2021, and you've got Turin in the middle. So that's a big coincidence, but it's interesting. Yeah, and of course, the Alps. It's surrounded by the Alps. You can see the mountains, so that looks really cool in pictures as well. Yeah, it looks like a really elegant, sophisticated city. It's got the Egyptian Museum, which I think I've read before is the biggest Egyptian museum outside of Egypt, I think. It's got the car museum, It's the birthplace of Italian cinema, and it's very well known for chocolate as well, which is what I'm interested in because I love my chocolate. So yeah, Turin is well known for its chocolate. I can't wait for that. And just the food in general. I mean, you can't go wrong with Italian food. We've got pizza, pasta. That's it, we're sorted. I can't wait. It's got royal palaces, lots of parks and open spaces. So I think there'll be lots of opportunity for the Eurovision Village and just other events in general. And it looks like the arena is actually quite central as well, because in a lot of cities, arenas or concert venues are sometimes out of the way, but this arena actually looks really close to the centre. So that's good as well. That's ideal. I think it is going to be just a really good event. And in terms of the pandemic, I mean, surely you think it's May, next May, spring, you think surely things should be okay by then? Hopefully. I mean, I mean, it has to be, surely. I think it will. It can't get any worse. And like I said before, I'm planning on going. I've got my accommodation booked ages ago. Because now you look at hotels in Turin, about £2,000. So getting there early is the good way to go, definitely. But booking flights, I think, will be a bit more difficult because going from the UK, it's very hard to get to Turin. I've discovered you can't fly directly from hardly anywhere in the UK. So I think the plan is to fly to Milan, and I think a lot of other people are doing this as well. Fly to Milan, then get a train from Milan to Turin. I think that's the way to go. So we're finally getting an Italian Eurovision, which is what lots of people wanted because, well, I talked about this in my last video. I don't want to repeat myself too much, but they are the best, or one of the best countries in Eurovision. They've come so close to winning lots of times, and now they're finally hosting, so there's loads of opportunities, like I said in my last video, to bring all these artists together to celebrate Italy in Eurovision. But yeah, that's the whole question about the interval act. There are some ideas as to why it took them so long to announce the host city. There was talk about the elections taking place that could have delayed it, and people have mentioned the fact that the new song from Måneskin came out on the same day. Could that just be a coincidence? Probably. Yeah, I think that could just be a coincidence. But no, I mean, I've said this before, but you can't really blame them for taking their time because such a big country, so many cities to put themselves forward. I mean, they did, have to really think about each bid that they had, each application that they had. But on the other hand, I think Turin was a main plan for quite a while. So they probably did decide on Turin not too long ago, I would think. So, is there anything, I'm trying to think, is there anything that I haven't mentioned? We've talked about the arena, the city itself, being the host city. Yeah, I think that's it. Well, the only thing left to say is, are you going? If you're watching this and you are Italian, how do you feel? Are you going to go? Do you think this is the best choice? I mean, if you're from the south of Italy, you still got quite a way to travel because it's such a big country. But yeah, how do you feel about it? Would you have preferred another city like Bologna or Milan? I mean, I think we can all agree it does make sense, doesn't it? Apart from a few travel issues, like I mentioned about getting there from the UK, I think it is a perfect choice, perfect arena, a really beautiful city. it looks like. And, you know, it's another example of putting another place on the map, because Turin is probably not visited as much as other cities like Rome, Milan. I think Turin is quite popular in the winter, I think for skiing, you know, it's close to the Alps. Um, but I don't think it's as much as a touristy destination compared to other Italian cities. And it's like with the Netherlands, you know, they chose Rotterdam, not Amsterdam because it's the capital, you know, too busy. Um, the year before that was Tel Aviv, so we've had 3 years in a row it's not the capital city, and that's good, I think, you know. Why not? It fits the bill, ticks all the boxes. Um, Turin, people have called it an underrated city, and now it's going to be full of Eurovision fans. It's going to be busy with fans, hopefully, coming together again properly, like it was before the pandemic. And hopefully, if all goes to plan, I will be there in the city, probably in the Eurovision village, watching it. Getting tickets for the show, I think, is just a whole other stressful thing to deal with. I think you have to be very lucky to get tickets, but maybe I'll give it a go. Yeah, that would just be the cherry on top, icing on the cake. And I'd love to meet with other fans and enjoy the atmosphere. So if you're going, or if you're planning on going, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, it's just really exciting. You know, we've got dates. Again, the dates are the exact dates that I expected and the exact dates that I booked for. Luckily, it is usually the second week of May. We've got the time and the place, and now we can get excited and put plans into place. And before we know it, we'll start getting national finals. So yeah, I can't wait. It feels like it really is about to happen. So thank you everyone, grazie mille for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the news that we've all been waiting for. What do you think? Let me know, and I will see you very soon. Ciao.